Jen. My name is Michael, okay, and I'm the head of the Writing for Film, Television, and Video Game program at the Vancouver Film School. Before I came to the Vancouver Film School, I had almost 40 years as a screenwriter in Hollywood, Los Angeles, right? And so I'm pretty well versed in a couple of things. One is, of course, is how you make a living as a writer, if anybody's interested in that, right? And I'm also pretty good with story and character, and I kind of understand the structure of writing. And I always say to the students who I talk to who are interested in writing, and how many students here are interested in writing? Anybody? None. Nobody's interested in writing. Well, I should be leaving now. Well, anyway, I always say that my job is to demystify, to not make the process scary, right? Because writing isn't scary, okay? But we won't even talk about that. No one is interested in writing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Is anybody interested in cooking? I'm a really good cook. No? Okay. Dentistry. No dentistry. Okay. All right. Hi, Denise. How you doing? Good to see you. Okay. So, anyway, I'm also, besides being the head of the writing program, I'm also the head of the film production program, you know, where we teach directing and cinematography and post-production and producing and production design. Is anybody interested in any of those things? Fantastic! So this is basically, we're here for the dental school.
Actually, when we are in prep school, we did some writing.
Okay, cool.
About some, how can I tell, stories. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about storytelling today, we're going to talk about structure, and we're going to talk about character, we're going to talk about production, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff that maybe even if you're not that fascinated by it now, maybe at the end of our time here you'll have a small interest. Who's to say, right? It's hard to say. So anyway, so that's my thing. I've been in the entertainment business my whole life, okay? So that's always been my interest. We're going to go around the room very shortly and kind of find out what you guys are interested in, okay? So but we'll get to that as soon as Bob makes a fool of himself.
Yeah.
I made a fool of myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
My name is Bob. So I work for Michael at the film production program. I also have a bit of a background in screenwriting. Most of my filmmaking experience is with independent film. So making sort of like small, gritty, feature films, web series, short films. When you don't have a lot of money and you've got to try to make magic out of nothing. That's what I come from. So I support Michael at the film production program. I'm relatively recent over there. I've only been in film production for a couple of years, helping out with figuring out how to make those productions better and helping the students to really kind of achieve what they're trying to do. Before that, I worked in the writing program for Michael then as well, helping the writers understand just low-budget filmmaking. So I'm kind of the production guy here for this particular trip. So as we go through, as Michael said, you guys will introduce yourselves in a second and let us know a little bit about what you guys think. And as we go through the next 2 days, don't be shy. This is meant to be kind of a conversation between us and you guys. We don't want to just be talking at you. We want to know about you guys. And if you have any questions, just don't be shy. Raise your hand and ask a question. Okay?
Hi, my name's Jennifer Clement, and I'm the head of the acting department at Vancouver Film School. My background is as a professional actor. When I was at school, really, if you wanted to be an actor, you went to theater school because that's where you learned acting. So I come out of the theater, but I grew up in the theater world as Canada became a bit of a production center and more, Hollywood North and more film and television was shot in Canada. That's where I started to work in film and television as well as theater. So out of my love for film and television and acting, where I was professional actor I've been a professional actor for about 35 years. And then I started working at Vancouver Film School over 12 years ago, and am now head of that department. The cool thing for me, has anybody here acted in any films that you've made your own movies? You have. I saw your hand. Yeah, a little bit. You don't have to be an actor, but you acted in some of your projects. Often when we don't have have to kind of, will you be in my movie? Yeah, I want you to do this. And so we certainly, in the spirit of telling stories, many times we have to be on the other side of the camera. Anyone do journalism or interviews or that? Yes? So anytime, for me, anytime we're in front of a camera or even standing up here, even if you're pitching your story, even if you're going in for a job interview, all of those times we are storytellers. We are telling those stories. And I believe, rightly or wrongly, according to Mr. Baser, that we can all learn from the perspective of the actor. As much as actors learn from directors and writers, producers, I think people can also learn from the actor's perspective in terms of being able to tell a story or to be able to share your vision for a story. Anytime you have to pitch something, you have to be able to express and share what that is, that vision is. So I'm here to work with you from the actor's perspective to sort of hopefully create a way of seeing things from inside of a character or inside of a story, and what that means to be able to really embody that story and to be able to express that story. So if you are a writer, a director, a producer, in front of the camera, pitching your stories, job interviews, I hope the things that I share with you in these next couple of days will help serve you. For me, the exciting part about Vancouver Film School, VFS, where we all come from, is that we do collaborate very much across departments. We are working together where our actors are working with the writers and the directors and the producers for film and television. That is what we focus on at VFS. It's very hands-on training. So in these next couple days, we don't have much time with you, but we are literally going to jump in and start to make things happen. So I'm really excited to work with you. So don't hesitate, as Michael and Bob said, to ask questions. I'm going to get you to try some things. All I ask is that you try. We're really open to failure and mistakes. That's what we well, not Michael, but I am. I like to see people try things even if it doesn't work, because I figure that's the way we're going to learn. So I'm looking forward to working with you these next 2 days.
That's fantastic. So right off the bat, let us know a little bit about you guys, so we know who we are and what your interests are and why you're even here today. That'd be fantastic. So tell us your name and tell us what you're studying, right? And tell us what your interests are.
Yeah.
Kind of why you're taking this class with us today. That'd be great. So, hello.
My name is Yasemin. Hello.
Hello, Jasmine.
Kendinden bahsetmenizi istiyorsun. Ne söyleyeceksin?
Bir şey söylemek istemiyorum. Tamam, onu söyle.
She don't want to say something.
She doesn't want to say something.
She doesn't want to.
No, you can't be shy.
What department are you in?
New media and communication.
Media communications? What year?
This year we started.
Oh, new.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we just came. Yeah.
Can I ask a question to Jasmine?
Bir şey sormak ister misin?
Jasmine?
Yes.
No, thank you.
No.
What do you want to do after university?
Üniversiteden sonra ne yapmak istiyorsun?
Çalışacağım. Arkadaşımla planımız var.
She want to work
Reklam işiyle ilgilenmeyi düşünüyorum.
about advertisement.
Advertising.
Yeah, advertisement. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Commercials.
Fantastic. Okay.
Commercials?
Yeah,
That's
commercials.
fantastic. Because you know what, even though I do not do advertising, it still has story structure and there has to be ideas behind it, and we'll talk about that, okay? But I think we will. I think we will say things that will be interesting, hopefully, to you in what you want to do as well, even though it may not be exactly what we do, okay?
Okay.
Okay? All right. How about you, Guy?
So my name is Enes, and I'm here for new media and communication because I want to learn about new media and also programs about the computer, and I want to make short films, and I want to improve my skills about using social media. Anything else you wanted to ask me?
No, I think that kind of covers it. I mean, again, so when you, here's what I ask students all the time.
By the way, are we gonna do some writings
Yes.
about scripts?
We're gonna do a little bit of writing, we're gonna do a little bit of production, we're gonna do a little bit by the time.
So, as I understand, we're gonna write some scripts, and then we are acting, right?
Yes.
According to the script.
Jen is gonna make you do terrible
Nice.
things and are gonna embarrass yourselves horribly.
We're
So,
all,
yeah.
we're good, the sort of format of the 2 days is, this morning, we're going to,
Instruct.
get to know you, learn a little bit about the way we work. We are going to do a little bit of sort of connecting and as actors, what that means, the perspective of storytellers from acting. Then we're going to learn about story and writing. You're going to start to write your projects. We're going to make teams, and you're going to shoot films tomorrow, and we're going to share them. So it's very condensed
The
working format.
yes, right. I didn't mean
No,
to.
no,
The films that we're gonna do are very simple, so don't worry. We're not gonna do lighting, or we're just gonna, you can use
Just
your
basic,
phones, very basic. It's gonna be one continuous shot, so you won't have to do any editing, you'll just do one continuous shot, and you can do it over and over again until you get it perfect. But you guys will be acting, you'll be shooting, we'll put you in teams, but we'll get to all of that. For right now, don't worry about any of that, we'll just talk about, story, character, acting, the basic stuff, so. But if anybody has any questions, again, feel free to.
I'm really interested in all of you, when I say to my students, when you close your eyes, what do you imagine yourself doing after you leave school? What's the ideal job? What is it that you do, that you really came here for, right? When you go to a school, be it a film school, a university like this, the whole idea of a school is to come out with a skill set, right? So we want to know what it is that you're interested in becoming and see if what we do can maybe help you get that even stronger. That's all.
What your dream job is,
Yeah. All right. Hello.
Hello, I'm Aydın. Also, I'm a new media student. I make social media videos, and that's what I want to do.
All right.
Social, and what kind of social media videos?
TikTok, Instagram.
TikTok?
Yeah.
And do you have a perspective right now? Are you telling fictional or documentary? Both. Fictional? Awesome.
How long are the films on TikTok?
5 years.
5 minutes.
5 years.
5 years.
You've been doing it for 5 years.
You're doing 5 years.
How long are your movies?
Like 20 seconds. Or
20 seconds.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what kind of stories are you telling in 20 seconds?
It depends.
Uh-huh.
Change every day.
Uh-huh. Do you make the film every day?
Yeah.
You do?
Every day, mom will get every day.
Before we leave, I want to see some of your films.
Yeah.
I will show you.
How many of you guys are making films on social media? I'm just curious. How many of you are doing it? This gentleman? This gentleman?
I did some editing.
Do some editing? Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else using some of the platforms like TikTok? Interesting. Fantastic. People talking about TikTok the last couple of weeks. I've been talking about it.
Actually, we will. In the lessons.
Uh-huh. Very cool. Okay. We'll be talking. You, sir.
Hi, my name is Korhan. My department is new media.
Uh-huh.
Before I came university, I want to be psychologist, but I changed my opinion. So now I want to be digital artist and new media art. I am interested in new media art. So media psychology and art, I want to be combine these two things. So in the future, I want to be a digital media artist.
Okay.
So when you say new media arts, what is it you want to make in new media?
Digital art, and for example,
Like digital visual art, or do you want to, or
interactive art.
interactive arts? Okay. So what would they look like? How long would they be?